Hi, I'm Maddie and welcome to my hardcore workout. Before we get started today, you need to know how to brace your core correctly. So what we want to do is tuck our butt slightly underneath us, lift our rib cage nice and high, and draw your belly button about halfway in. We don't want to draw it all the way in or you can't breathe. So whatever position you're in, I want you to maintain that core stabilising. So let's get started. Our first exercise is in and outs, which is pretty much what it says. So what we're doing is our fingertips are facing our toes, our feet are on the ground. So level 1, you draw everything in and then out. You put the feet down for level 1. Level 2, we keep the feet off the ground, all the time lifting the chest towards the ceiling or the sky. Level 3, arms come off the ground. So you choose your level. Let's go, Viz. So fingertips facing your toes, lifting the chest towards the sky or the ceiling. Let's draw everything in and extend away. Good. Draw it in, extend away. Good. The whole time drawing your belly button in towards your spine, lengthening through the spine as well. So we want to lift the rib cage nice and high. We're doing reps of 20. Can you handle it? Don't forget to breathe as well. Most of us hold our breath when we exercise quite often. Good. You've got 5. Good. 4, keeping the chest high. 3 more, keep those abs in. Just 2. And 1. Lovely. And rest. So, those ones are quite challenging, so let's move along. Next up, we've got cycling abs. So we're in a similar position to the in and outs. Our fingertips are facing our toes. They're right next, our hands are just behind our hips, and we take the feet off the floor. So level 1, we might stay laying down and we cycle the legs. Level 2 would be sitting with the fingertips facing the toes and cycling the legs. Level 3, hands in the air and cycling. So choose your level. Let's go, Viz. You can do level 2. Okay, so once again, abdominals in, we're lifting the rib cage nice and high. Lovely, drawing the belly button about halfway in and just continually cycling the feet. You can go up to level 3 at any time and then drop back. If you need the break, of course, take the break. But for this one, like everything else, we're doing 20 repetitions, 20 on one leg. So you count on one leg, so technically it's 40, but we like to market it as 20. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So this time we're going to back up the bike. We're going to do reverse cycles. So you can choose your level. Level 1, laying on the ground, cycling. Level 2, hands next to the hips, fingertips pointing towards the toes, cycling backwards again. Or level 3, hands in the air, cycling backwards. All the time lifting the chest. So let's go, Viz. Once again, choose your level wisely. You can start at level 3, drop back to level 2 when you need to. That's it. Lifting the chest, keeping the rib cage nice and high. Those abdominals are always drawn about halfway in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also to note with this exercise, you count on one leg. So technically we're doing 20, but officially we're doing 40 repetitions. 20 on each leg. So next up, we've got a little something I call crunchy frog. Everybody gets their hands off the ground. So, similar position. However, the arms come out to the side. We crunch in and away, in and away, in and away. So, doesn't take much to get that burn for these ones. So let's go, Viz. So, that's it, and extend. Crunch everything in and away. Once again, always drawing the abs in, relaxing the jaw because that won't help you with your abdominals. Good. 3, 2, you can do it. And 1, chest high. Good. So that was a crunchy frog. Our next abdominal exercise is a wide leg or cross leg sit-up. So you choose your level. Level 1 is wide leg, here. Your arm, one comes across your chest, one arm is in the air. We lift go across, and we're aiming to touch the opposite foot. Back to the center and down. Switch it up. Lift, reach across to touch the opposite foot and down. Okay? Crossing the legs, much more challenging. Up and across, back and down. So you're reaching obviously with these ones up and then past your knee. So let's see how we go, Viz. So let's do the wide leg. So drawing the toes back towards you. So you're flexing the feet, belly button in, one arm across the chest, the other arm comes up towards the sky or the ceiling. And we're going to exhale as we come up and across, lovely, and back down. Other side, lift and exhale across and roll back down. Good, as we come up, we want the chest to come up first. Lovely, across and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale as we come up, reach across, rolling back down, beautiful. Up and across. We're aiming for 20 here, but you can start with 10. These are quite challenging, but they'll give you the best abs you've ever seen. Up and across and down. 2 more. And roll. Up as we exhale. Last one. And exhale and across. And rolling down. So those were wide leg or cross leg sit-ups. Next up, we've got leg switches and leg crossovers. We're going to do 10 of each, and as per usual, you count on one leg. So technically it's 20. So you're laying down. Your feet are flexed, so you're drawing your toes in towards you. One leg goes along the ground, not on the ground. It's just along the ground. The other leg straight up, straight as you can get it. And we simply switch and pause. Switch and pause. The whole time, bracing the core. So we're doing 10 of those. Then, both feet up, driving the heels away from you. You're going to cross over the legs. This is easier. This is harder. This is hardest. All the time, bracing the core. Okay. Let's give it a go. So we're doing 10 leg switches to start with, and switch. So it's like a pause at each end. Lovely. Drawing the belly button down. We're trying to not allow that back to curve up off the ground too much. So we want to be driving down through the belly button. Still lengthening through the spine and keeping the rib cage nice and high. 2 more. And 1. Now we go straight into those leg switches. So the legs are crisscrossing. That's it. They go wide. That's it. So once again, the lower they are to the ground, the harder it is. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Next up, we've got the rock and raise. This time we start with the soles of our feet together and our knees nice and wide. Upper body is relaxed on the ground. Your belly button, of course, is drawn halfway in. So we lift and lower. Let's see how we go, Viz. Soles of the feet together. Doesn't matter how wide your knees are, okay? And you're lifting towards the ceiling or the sky and lowering. Lovely. Noticing Viz's hands are palm down on the ground. We're trying to not allow our lower back to arch up off the ground, drawing down through the belly button the whole time. Not swinging the legs either, totally controlled. And last one. Well done. So now we're going to work our deep core. So we're going to do some high planks with toe taps, wide knees, and then knee circles. So, first exercise. High plank, so your hands are directly under your shoulders. It's not like a push-up position, okay? Hands right under the shoulders, nice flat back, belly button in, and all you're going to do is tap the feet. Okay, exercise number 2 is a wide knee tap. So we're not really tapping anything, we're taking the knee wide. Kind of like a dog when it's going to the toilet. And then exercise 3 is knee circles. So you're circling the knee in and then out, in and then out. So we're going to do 10 of each of those. Are you ready, Viz? Okay, so to start with, just a simple knee tap. We're trying to keep the body as still as we can, drawing our belly button away from the ground, so up towards the spine. Hands directly under the shoulders, and your eyes should be looking about 10 centimetres ahead of you on the ground. Lovely. 2. And 1 more. And drop the knees. Have a stretch back. So in between, that's it. Stretch back. Take a few moments to regroup. All right, so now for those wide knees. Good. Once again, keeping the body as still as you can, keeping the belly button drawn up away from the ground, making sure the hands are directly under the shoulders. Your eyes looking about 10 centimetres ahead of you on the ground. If you notice, you might be able to feel that your back starts to arch up a little bit. Just flatten it out by drawing the shoulder blades together at the back. And you're done. Drop the knees and have a rest. So now we're doing a high plank with knee circles. Once again, targeting those deep core muscles and the postural muscles. Now we start in a high plank position. So your hands are directly under your shoulders once again, belly button drawn in, lifting the hips slightly, Viz, and you're going to circle the knee in and then out. Try to keep your body as still as you can. Your eyes are looking about 10 centimetres ahead of you on the ground, like with any high plank, and we're keeping the back nice and flat. Good. Slightly drawing your shoulder blades together at the back will help you make sure that you've got a nice flat upper back. And you're done. Thanks, Viz.
Thanks.
Okay, now we have the rope climb crunch. So, level 1, feet on the ground, and you're grabbing a hold of a rope basically as you come up. So 1, 2, 3, and then down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Level 2, feet in the air, same thing. Level 3. Now we want to drive the heels away from us and flex the feet. You want to get your legs as straight as you can, but it's fine if they have a bit of a bend in them. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so choose your level. Level 1, feet on the ground. Level 2, feet in the air. Level 3, legs as straight as you can get them. Let's go. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Great, rope climb crunch. That's it. The higher you get, obviously, the more those abs are having to work. Good. Oh my gosh, I can even see the rope. Good. Lovely. Lifting the chest first as we come up. Good. And 3, 2, all the way to the top of that rope. Last one. And relax. So now we're getting into the serious stuff. This is called a V-up roll-up. So we start lying down. And what we're going to do is a sit-up. Try to touch the toes. As far as you can go is totally okay. We aim for the toes, then we roll back down vertebrae by vertebrae as the legs come up, pulse to the toes and down. So we roll up, try to touch the toes, we roll back down as the legs come up, and then we pulse and back down. So let's give them a go. So it's a full sit-up, chest comes up first ideally, then rolling back down as the legs come up, pulse to the toes. Obviously, if you can't get your legs straight, that's totally fine. We sit up, we roll back down as the legs come up, pulse to the toes, good. And start lying again. Lift, and as we roll back, the legs come up, pulse, perfect. One more. Lift, as we roll back down, the legs come up, and we pulse to the toes. And relax. So we're ideally doing 20 of those, but I would suggest starting with 10. Now we're going to climb our legs, believe it or not. So we start with both legs bent. Now we want to straighten one leg, but we want to also have both thighs on the same plane. So as I straighten that leg, it's exactly the same position as the other thigh. And we're simply going to climb our leg. Level 1, grab as many times as you can. Level 2, grab it once and tap. Level 3, straight to the toe. Obviously, not everybody will be able to reach their toe, but our intention is to get as close to the toe as we can. Okay, Viz. So we straighten one leg, keeping the thighs on the same level, and reach. So we exhale as we come up, inhale as we go back down. The whole time lifting the chest first, that's our intention. Try to reach the toe. Great. Sometimes you'll feel these in the hip flexors and into the quads. That's absolutely okay. And one more. And relax. And now it's time to change legs. So as you can see, Viz has chosen level 2. We want to make sure the thighs stay in alignment. Level 1, remember, you can grab that leg as many times as you need to. Level 3, you're heading straight to the toe without touching the leg. And one more. And relax. So that was a leg climb. So now we're working into our waistline. We're going to do side V-ups. It's a really unusual position, so make sure you listen carefully. So we're laying on our side. The bottom arm runs along the ground. Very unusual position. Most people want to put their arm out here. So we want the bottom arm running along the ground, top arm up here like we're sunbaking. Your legs are going to come slightly forward, so you should be in a slight V. And our intention is to use this elbow to lift both ends of the body. Now, this is an advanced exercise, so if all you can do is lift the legs and lower the legs, that's perfect. Lift and lower, lift and lower. You might like to do 10 of those and then 10 with the upper body. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So that'll be level 1. Level 2 is lift both ends and lower. Remember, I'm using my elbow here, but I'm working into my waistline, and we love that. Lift and lower. Level 3, we want to make contact. Lift and lower. So lift and lower, the elbows coming to around about the knee. Okay, let's see how we go. So we're laying on our side. That bottom arm is running along the ground. We're going to use that elbow. So remember the elbow, it's all about that. Belly button in, your body is in a slight V, and we lift and lower. So Viz is doing level 1, lifting the upper body and lowering. Shortening the distance between your armpit and your hip bone, basically. Good. And one more. So this is an advanced exercise. So we want to take it one step at a time. So we've done just the upper body. Now we're going to look at just lifting the lower body. And eventually you'll be able to tie the two together. So lifting just the lower body and lowering. Good. Relaxing our face, not relaxing our abs though. Lift and lower. Great stuff. If you find it really difficult to lift the legs when they're straight, you can bend the knees. Lovely. So we're doing 10 at each of these. 10 of the upper body, 10 of the lower body, or 20 all up of the whole body. And you're done. Relax. So that was side V-ups. Sticking with the theme of working our obliques, that's the muscles down the side of the abdominals, we're going to do what I call thread the needle. So we've got 3 levels as usual. Level 1 is with the knee down. So we're in like a side plank. Your hand is directly under your shoulder. This arm comes up to the top. And you're going to thread the top arm underneath the body here. So that's level 1. Level 2, stacking the feet. Whoops. One on top of the other. Still threading that arm through. Level 3, take the foot up and thread the arm. Okay, let's see how we go. So once again, your hand is directly under your shoulder. Bending the bottom leg and just bringing that lower foot back, Viz. So bringing the lower foot, that's it. Lovely. So you want to keep a nice strong plank. That arm comes up and threads underneath the body like a needle of some description. Once again, your belly button's drawn in the whole time. You're still lengthening into the spine with everything we do. Lovely. And 1. Once again, our aim is for 20 repetitions on each side. However, you can start at 10 and work up from there. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for your help today, Biz. In the workout today, we've worked all aspects of our abdominals. So we worked our deep core, as well as those external abdominals that we all love to look at. Please stay tuned for more of Maddy's magical workouts. I look forward to seeing you soon. Oh my God, I forgot. I was like, what do I do? So that's your hardcore workout for today. Thanks very much for your help today, Biz. And to see more workouts, stay tuned here at Motivate Mobile Fitness. Wrong business.
Wrong business?
I love it.